Well, if all you want for Christmas is a new car, you might want to rethink your wish list. There is a chip shortage that we've been telling you about, and it has turned dealer lots throughout Chicagoland into parking lots, and there's no telling really how long this supply problem is going to last.
Yeah, joining us with tips on buying and leasing is Nathan Hecht, who recently launched the app Rodo, which brings local dealership inventories to the palm of your hand. Good morning to you.
Morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, great to have you. Your timing is perfect. It's not just the new cars that are tough to find right now. Just since March of last year, used car prices have shot up 40% or close to it. That just sounds insane.
Yeah.
Is this just a simple case of supply and demand?
It is mostly a case of supply and demand, and also consumers who would normally be in the market for a new car and can't find one are now moving to the used car market and are causing prices of used cars to increase as well. That's the simple reason for why prices are so inflated. There are other dynamics where, again, you have companies or fleets like rental car companies and others who, again, would normally be purchasing new vehicles. Because there is limited quantity, they're moving to the used car market and causing those car prices to skyrocket.
So how do you make this search really easy for people to find a new ride?
So it's all about inventory. And on the Rodo app or our website, rodo.com, consumers can see broader inventory than they would normally see in their regular neighborhood. So maybe your local dealer for a new or used vehicle has limited quantity right now, but perhaps a dealer a little bit further out has some quantity. So the broader inventory that you see, the better chance you have of getting something at a competitive price.
Look, I got a lot of mileage on me, and I'm old school. I like to go to the lot. I like to kick the tires. I like the new car smell. And yet, I hear more and more about people, they pick up their phone, they buy a car on the phone, it gets delivered to their house. Is this forever changed the way we buy and sell cars?
It's pretty unbelievable. It started just a few years ago, and it's really gaining significant traction across the country right now, where consumers are willing to do this high-ticket item transaction online. So we think it is the beginning of a significant transition from going to the dealership and touching and feeling the vehicle to ordering it online and having it delivered to your home. We see this happening with the electric vehicle manufacturers where you can only buy online. We see it happening on used, and now with Rodo, it's happening for new as well, where consumers are going online, choosing a vehicle, which is essentially coming from the dealership, but the entire transaction is done online instead of the brick and mortar experience of going from dealership to dealership, shopping, test driving, and negotiating. Well, now all done online.
I remember getting letters and saying, "No, we'll buy your car from you," and I just thought that was just a marketing way to get me into the dealership so that it could sell me another new car. But they really would like to buy your used cars these days. Is that right?
Yes, that's such an important point in the market of today. Consumers need to find out what the vehicle that they own is worth. Whether you have a leased car or whether you own a used vehicle, that vehicle is worth more money than you think. And rather than just going into the dealership and sort of trading it in for your new car as you typically would, today you need to find out what that value is, because it could be worth thousands of dollars. And there are online platforms like Rodo where you can go get an instant quote and we come, pick up that vehicle and pay you for it on the spot. And the reason that's so important is you might see higher sticker prices for the used car that you're in the market for or the new car, but you can easily offset that and in many cases even make money because the car that you currently have, if you have one, is more valuable than you think.
That's crazy.
How about that?
Interesting information. Very timely again. Nathan Hecht, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Of course, my pleasure. Have a great day.
You too.
7:38.